From King 5 News, this is the Compton Report.
Fall 1991.
Washington State has become the national battleground on abortion.
We are putting the government on notice that they cannot take away our reproductive rights.
Washington State voters pondered a world without Roe v. Wade more than 30 years ago.
Choice is something that is fundamental to the human being.
Initiative 120 would offer some of the strongest abortion protections in the country, even offering state funding to low-income women seeking the procedure.
We believe that to be pro-choice, you have to support 120. And to be pro-choice, you have to oppose any restrictions.
Well, I was the public affairs director, and so, I was very involved in the campaign.
Campaign buttons illustrate Marilyn Knight's civic involvement over the years, but I-120 was one for the ages for this now 89-year-old retired Planned Parenthood spokesperson.
This was a concern.
It was a concern a long time ago, yes.
Backers of Initiative 120 fear the changing U.S. Supreme Court would overturn the landmark Roe v. Wade decision, which legalized abortion nationwide.
As King 5's Gene Anderson reported, the motivation for the 1991 campaign fears a more conservative U.S. Supreme Court, with appointees like Clarence Thomas from George Herbert Walker Bush, might throw out the 1973 Roe v. Wade decision.
And at the time, his poll numbers were very high, so it was assumed he would be reelected. And so that's when we decided we would try to codify Roe in the Washington state law.
The pro-120 movement is still very encouraged tonight, although the gap is narrowing somewhat.
It would be days before the race was called, but voters narrowly approved I-120 by less than 1 percentage point.
Made for some maybe sleepless nights the next 3
or
4 nights.
I remember I had a terrible cold immediately after that. And I was lying on the couch watching the news, and suddenly we went ahead, and I recovered quickly after that.
We need to provide safe access to health care for everybody, and that includes abortion.
Advocates have fought on in 2018, mandating insurance companies cover abortions in the state.
We are going to fight like hell to keep Washington a pro-choice state.
And earlier this year, establishing Washington as a safe haven for those from out of state seeking the procedure.
We're always looking at our security systems.
Marilyn Knight is proud to be part of the effort so long ago that she says is so vital today.
Our legislature has continued to be pro-choice, and our governors, so far, so good.
While the abortion rights are protected in the state, a future legislature or voters could change those laws. Governor Jay Inslee wants a constitutional amendment on the matter. Marilyn Knight says that would be a heavy lift because it would require a 2/3 majority here at the Capitol, and then voters would need to approve it. But she says it's just the kind of campaign that would get her to come out of retirement. In Olympia, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.